doing another live. I've been having a bit of technical difficulties. It's raining really bad here in Cocoa. It's thundering and stuff, so I'm not sure how successful this video is going to be, but this is going to be sort of a semi-continuation live from my failed foil attempt last week. Well, I can't say it was failed, but it didn't come out as I would have liked it to come out. So my live tonight is going to be sort of a continuation because I'm determined to make something with these cards that I had started working on. This is one of the foiled cards, or one of the foiled backgrounds I actually started to do. And this was using the sunset stencil here, which is this stencil right here. And all I did was I laid half of it on this part here, and I added the Deco transfer gel, and then I turned it over and I added some more transfer gel. And the idea was not for me to make the transfer gel or to lay it out where it's like perfectly on all the through the stencil. I wanted to leave it like it is now because I wanted a sort of kind of funky background with it. So that is what I'm going to do. And this is the first card I'm going to try and make a card with. So what I did was, the foil that I use has a lot of rainbow-like colors. So what I cut out a piece of sort of, I don't know, this is not like turquoise or something, maybe just a, I think it's called cayenne blue maybe, or something like that. So I'm going to mat this against a piece. I'm going to mat this against the foil background that I have. And like I said, if the video clonks out, is because it's storming and thundering here in Cocoa, Florida. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue this down. Ooh, I glue things. My glue is sort of stuck in there, or clogged a little bit. So let me just get some glue added on here. Uh-oh, here comes the rain really bad again. So I'm going to get this glue down, just like this. And I think this is going to turn out pretty good. Because then all I'm going to do is sort of add a stamped image to it and sort of color it. And then mat it. Okay. See, it actually kind of looks nice because it's like a really funky background. Hello from Alaska. Hopefully it's good weather in Alaska. So now I'm going to try. See, and it's not bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So now I'm going to glue this back to my card front. I'm determined to start doing more with foil because Brutus's live that he had maybe like a week or so ago, he made this card that was just so beautiful. It was so amazing. Had sparkle in the foil, and then he like inked the background on the card, so then the background was like rainbow looking. It was just so neat, you know. And he would do like this with the card, and it looked so pretty. As you can see, like all the sparkle. See, it's not too bad. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp an image, and I'm going to sort of mat it and put it in this block here. And sadly, I have to let my dog in. Yeah, it's, oh, a heat wave. Oh, that's pretty bad. Well, actually, was the funny thing is in Florida, it was so hot. We had this after work going away party for one of our, I work with a lot of active military people, and it had to be like 97 degrees and probably 100 humid. We're sitting outside, hot as it can be, and now, what is it? Storming, and there's clouds and there's thunders, and that is typical Florida weather. Oh, oh my God, I let my dog in. Good grief. Come on. Sorry, I had to let my dog in who was scratching at the door to come in because, of course, now it's starting to rain and he gets all nervous in the rain. We had a really bad thunderstorm not too long ago, and I literally, no lie, ended up sleeping in the closet because my dogs were getting up and down, up and down. And if that is not dog love, then I don't know what is. So now I'm going to find an image that I'm going to stamp out in color and put it here to make this one card. I don't think I want to really do a bee. These are some of the stamps. So this is one of the newer stamp sets. And this is actually the stamp set that he used in this live. And it's got a bunch of really, really beautiful, really sort of, not psychedelic, but like, maybe it's whimsical rainbows, because it's got little hearts, it's got little circles, little funky little like squigglies. It's just really cool looking. It's not your typical or plain looking rainbow. It's kind of hard to see against that background, but you can see a little bit better here. It's really cool. And, you know, the big thing is, you know, people buy all these stamp sets and you have all these different stamps, you know, in the set. And I don't know, something to really think about is you really want to try and use all the other stamps as well. Because, you know, you got your main stamps that you really focus on. But it's nice sometimes to kind of find ways to use like all the other little stamps that you have. Of course, you use your sentiments, but like you got these little hearts. Maybe you can make a background with it or something like that. But there's so many other things that you can do. That way, you know, you're getting really good use out of your stamps and your money's worth. I think I am going to stamp this. I haven't used this raccoon yet. Yes, so I'm going to stamp this raccoon. And I'm going to color him and put this on my card that I worked on from my last live, which was Tuesday, that I did not do too well with trying to foil. Oops. There's a lot of people, you know. Sorry, kind of getting off camera. There's a lot of people, you know, that do lives. What is this big, huge, chunky fly flying around here? That's another thing with Florida. Because of the heat, you get a lot of flies, you know, because of your trash. And I swear, you know, when you open the door, sometimes they'll come in and it's like, oh, I think that's got to be one of the worst things for Florida. These flipping flies that'll come in. So I'm going to put this paper in here. I'm going to stamp this cute little raccoon from the, I think that is the Beach Bum stamp set. Yes, that is the Beach Bum stamp set. So I need to get this pinned down so that it is not moving everywhere. I would have been a little bit better prepared, but the weather here, so my I use my phone for my lives. Oops. And it kept, gosh, this thing's really sticking on there. It kept kind of clunking in and out, so I was having a lot of difficulties trying to get stuff prepared. Hopefully this is gonna work. So I'm gonna stamp this off camera and I'll be right back. Baby, baby, baby. Okay, so I got my little raccoon stamped out, and I used the Brutus Monroe detail ink, and this is really good ink. It's the Raven Black. I really, really love this ink because it is very nice, and it's got a really good color to it. So now, I think for my raccoon, I'm going to use, start with N3. And this paper right here is actually, typically I use the Copic Express It paper, but another good paper, and that's the Copic Express It, it's blending paper. This paper here, it's the Hammer Mill 120 pound cardstock, and it works to me just as well. The blending paper, you can feel the difference as far as like you can, like with this paper here, you feel, or you can tell that the paper is sucking up a lot more ink, excuse me, than the other paper is, but it works really, really well. And it's got a really nice bright white color to it as well. So I kind of switch sometimes and use this paper and the expressive paper to make some of my cards. This is, he's got his little mask, so I'm not going to color that part. I think I'll make that a different color. Take the N3 down through here. And I'm going to leave this other part. I'm going to leave this other part colored. Now I'm going to take the N4 and kind of add some darker tones to him. Actually, I don't feel like that's a big enough change. I'm actually going to use the N5 and darken him up a bit. Yeah, that's better. Just kind of do some flicks here. And I will turn my paper. Sometimes that helps me. Gonna flick his ears there. That stupid flash drive me nuts. Of course. I haven't seen it. Now there it is flying around everywhere. Okay. Gonna flick some of this burr. Oh man, it's really raining. Really, really, really raining hard now. I'm feeling like it's gonna be puppy. You're fine. You're fine. Be quiet. Jeez, now my dogs are gonna start whining because they're gonna get all nervous because of the rain. I'm gonna add now and 7. They hate the rain. Bubby, you're okay, honey. You're not, I'm gonna have to, Bubby. Go, go, go. Keep being him whining. I had to boot him out. He was not gonna be quiet. Take this N7, add some more darker tones here. Hopefully I don't get cut off. I don't know if you can hear it. The thundering that's starting to start. There we go. A little bit darker up there. Some to his fur here. So a little bit of darker tone up under where his neck is. Because of course that would have a bit of shadows. And this fur here. Now I'm going to blend this all by using the N0. Just kind of get it blended a little bit out better. I'm actually going to color this part of his mask here with this N0. I don't know if anybody can hear the rain. Well, most people tend to watch these lives later. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to color his little nose. Make his nose a darker color. I thought about making it pink, but I'm feeling like that's just going to stand out way, way, way too much. So let's just make his nose a nice dark color. There. Let's give his eyes some blue to brighten him up. Ew, see? He looks nice. Now, I'm going to take N1 and color his, like, what is it? Front part of his arm or his forearm. And his belly. Kind of color this in here a bit. I'm gonna leave that part in his face white. Color his feet with the N1 as well. Now I am going to color his ears. Take the R20. The inside of his ears a little pinky pink. Oh, yeah, that works. I like it. But I'm liking it. It's kind of too much of a... I don't like the way it's sort of blending, so I am going to take my N3 and kind of... Why does this seem so dark? This N3 seems really dark. Seems really, really dark for some reason. This stupid thing's on track. Let's have a video with a fly flying around. Isn't that nice? Okay. There. I like that. Yeah, I feel like it blends them out a little more. Okay. Keep. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some little... It kind of makes, I don't know, hard to explain. Just add some little speckles in his fur. Little dots. With your darker colored marker. This is the N7. Maybe around his face here. I don't know, can you hear that thunder? Yeah, there we go. Maybe it up a little. Now I'm going to take a white gel pen and add some color. Little dots too, where I laid down the darker color. And then lay this part there. And that kind of makes it look like it sparkles or something like that. Sorry, just do it like this. There, and it kind of makes them look like, I don't know, it's hard to say. It's like, gives them a little sparkle. Now, because I got reds and purples in this, I think I'm going to make his little raft thingy sort of a teal color. I'm going to use the, maybe not, maybe blue. No, I'm going to use BG13. See how this comes out. Kind of want it to really stand out in the card. It's just been a really rough week this week. Good and bad, a lot of stuff going on at work, but I should hopefully, maybe if things go well, get a really nice promotion at the end of the year, which would be really, 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 really great for me. My grandson tends to be with me a lot at the moment, so it's just always nice, you know. More money is good money, and that's more money for crafting, so of course that's a beautiful thing. I'm going to use the BG18, darken this up, and I'm darkening it up under this spot here. Bring some of this color out in his little tube that he has around his body. Okay, now I'm going to blend this down in here. Okay, see, not too bad, right, okay. Okay, see, I like it. Now, I'm going to do the same thing with this BG18. Add some of these little dots. Dot, 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 dot. Like that. Now I'm going to take my white gel pen and add some speckles here. There we go. See, I like how that came out. Nice. So now what I'm gonna do is, I was thinking I'm gonna fussy cut them, but I think I'm just going to cut them out like with a circle maybe, and then mat that against there. Let's see, or maybe a square. Okay, so I cut them out. See, it's not bad, and kind of bring things together. Like when you cut it, you can draw like little, I'll show you what I mean here. And I'm gonna mat this against this, what I'm going to call cayenne blue cardstock. And I'm going to cut this out as well. I really need a bigger space so that I don't have to kind of go off camera sometimes, but for now I have got to improvise. And then what I'm going to do here is I am going to put him here, and it kind of, I like it with the like little funky background that it has, but I'm wondering if maybe, yeah, I think I'm going to do like this and put him here. And then I'm going to glue, let me glue him down first. Just like this here. And then I'm going to take a black pen, a simple, like, make sure this pen works. It's one of those micron pens. Let me just make sure that it is writing the right way. Yes, it is. I'm going to take my ruler here and kind of add like a little, kind of outline the paper here. So that's straight, yeah. I'll make little lines and then I'll come back and put like dots. Oh, why does it seem like that's not writing well? It doesn't have to be perfect. Cause just trying to bake up the background. Then I'll do like little dots like this. And that kind of breaks up like the white on the paper. And like this part, I'm just going to draw a straight line all the way down. Just like that, see? And then just draw some little dots there, just like that. And that kind of just, you know, breaks it up. And now I'm going to stamp a little sentiment here from the Beach Bump set. I think I'm going to do Hello Summer, or maybe Take It Easy, because I feel like that's what everybody needs to do these days. Take it easy. Let's see, I think I'm gonna stamp this on a piece of white paper. Or should I stamp it? I wish I kind of did it. It would have been cool if I could have fit it there. Maybe. Let's see, what does that look like there? I think I must just stamp it right up in there. I believe this comes out okay. I tend to mat my sentiments a lot. This is such good ink. I love this ink. It's such a great color, and it's the Raven Black. So I'm going to stamp Take It Easy, because everybody needs to take it easy. Tomorrow's Friday. The weekend's coming up, and then 4th of July is coming up. So it would be nice to have some nice 4th of July cards. Okay, and there we go. A nice simple card that says, take it easy. using the Beach Bum set, and I use the raccoon in the set to color him up, and this is going to complete my card because it's really starting to lightning and stuff here, and I think I'm going to lose power. So this is going to be a short and sweet live, and I want to say thanks for stopping by, and I hope everybody checks it out. Oh, see, I didn't even see all this. We had a rain day like that, and I never see what I can write. Oh, so you're retiring next month too. Yeah, I'm not quite at that retirement age. But I can tell you this, sometimes I wish I could find me a job working from home. Yes, and thanks for sticking with me. And hopefully, like I said, once I kind of get my areas set a little bit better for my lives, I think I'm gonna start doing some lives on Facebook to give me a little bit more experience. And thanks so much for sticking with me tonight. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, how do you turn this?